Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to live coverage here on the Averett Sports Network as we bring you today's baseball game between the Cougars and Guilford College. My name is Drew Wilson. I'll be joined by several people today. First off will be Eddie Glenn as we bring you today's game. We are just underway. First pitch was a strike from Dylan Roberts, and that pitch fouled away by Josh Shepard, the leadoff batter for the Quakers. Apologize, we're a little late getting on the air today due to some technical difficulties, but made it just in time for the first pitch. We'll get through the starting lineups here momentarily as Roberts looks in, the right-hander, facing off against the right-hander Shepard, and Shepard will call time. Roberts looks in, pitch on the way, and breaking ball misses high for ball one. 1-2 is the count to Shepard. Beautiful day here at Owen Fulton Field in Danville, Virginia. A little windy, but the sun is out. Temperatures hovering around in the mid-60s. 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's going to be hit out to center field. Shallow center field. Hunter Ashworth back from second base to make the catch for the first out. So with one away, that'll bring up the center fielder, Rocco Wilcox.
Now batting for Guilford, number 20, Rocco Wilcox.
First pitch to Wilcox in there for a strike. Roberts getting the start today for the Cougars. He is 0-0 this season, but he has made a couple appearances. 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's going to be chopped out to second base. Ashworth catches it on the hop and throws over to first. Throw almost pulls Tickle off the bag, but he's able to hold it on for the second out. So with two away, that'll bring up Trevor Denton, second baseman for the Quakers. Starting lineup for the Quakers, you got Shepard leading off and playing shortstop. Rocco Wilcox in center field. At second base is Trevor Denton, who's at the plate right now. Joe Metz at first base. Stuart Laws is the DH. And his first pitch misses inside for ball one. In right field, Mitchell Stumpo. In left field, Mitchell Stumpo. In right field, Logan Washley. At third base, Sam Gerald. And behind the plate, Michael Pinkston. And starting today on the mound will be John Todd for the Quakers. And the 1-0 pitch sneaks in there for strike one. Cougars wearing their all-white uniforms today with white hats. Guilford in the white pants and maroon shirts. 1-1 pitch, and it's going to be hit out to second base. Takes a funny hop. Ashworth tries to collect it and makes it over there to first base for the third out. So the Cougars get the Quakers to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the first inning. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here for the bottom half of the first inning. And leading things off for the Cougars will be the center fielder, Dallas Smithers. We'll get to the Averett lineup here in just a second as Todd winds up. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Today's lineup for the Cougars, you got Smithers in center field, Chase McKinney, the freshman, at third base, Hunter Ashworth batting third at second, A.J. Hart in left field, Bradley Tickle at first base, Matt Tuggles, the DH, batting in the sixth spot as that one's put into play, and a good sliding catch by Wilcox in center field for out number one. Tyler Featheroff behind the plate today for the Cougars. In right field, Zach DiCarlo getting the start, and Hunter LaPrelle getting the start at shortstop for Averett.
Now batting for the Cougars.
So with one out, that'll bring up number 16, Chase McKinney. McKinney batting .273 on the year. And first pitch misses. And 1-0 pitch also misses, so 2-0 the count to McKinney. Another high pitch. That one misses as well, so 3-0 count. McKinney probably taken all the way here, and that one misses low for ball four. So 4 straight pitches, all balls to McKinney. That puts a runner aboard for the first time today for either team. That'll bring up Hunter Ashworth. Senior batting .200 on the year. Has 3 doubles, 2 RBIs. Was an all-conference performer a year ago. And I'm joined now by Eddie Glenn. Eddie, good day for baseball here at Owen Fulton Field.
It is. It's bright. It's sunny. It's warm, not too hot, not cold at all. It's a great day for baseball.
Seen the wind kind of go back and forth from right to left field. We'll see if that plays a factor if anybody gets the ball up, as that one misses low and in the dirt for ball one. McKinney, a good lead over at first base. Not going anywhere, and that one misses outside. So that's 6 straight balls thrown by Todd, and the catcher Pinkston's going to make his way out to the mound, have a little chat. Just make sure they're on the same page. Cougars trying to break this losing skid they've been in. They've had some really good games, just have a couple innings that have gotten away. They found themselves 1-9 on the year. Quick throw to first base, not in time as McKinney's back. Pitch, and that one's across for a strike. Guilford 8-4 on the season, coming in this game off a tough loss to Greensboro. Lost 17-6. And another breaking ball gets in there for strike 2. Todd, the right-hander, has a 2-0 record this season. And swung on a miss for strike 3. So that'll be 2 outs, and that'll bring up A.J. Hart. Hart leading the Cougars at the plate this season with a .313 average.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 8, A.J. Hart.
Also has a team-high 6 RBIs. First pitch popped up into shallow right field. And Washley's there to make the catch for the third out. So the Cougars get a runner on, but can't do anything with them. So we're still tied 0-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. When we come back, you're watching the Averett Sports Network.
And we're back here to Owen Fulton Field. Dylan Roberts up to pitch here against Joe Metz, the right-handed batter for Guilford. First pitch is a strike. Roberts will send another pitch his way. That one low and outside. That's a ball. It's a good way of Tyler Featherhoff to stay in front of that ball. He almost lost it. Joe Metz gets a hold of that ball, sends it out to left field. And that's good. A.J. Hart corrals it in for the out.
Good job by Hart to get under that ball as the wind was gusting that way from right to center field. Sometimes we've seen that play havoc with outfielders here at Owen Fulton Field.
And we mentioned the weather earlier, and the wind is a-blowing today. Nevertheless, he corralled it, and this will be Stuart Laws up to bat here for the Quakers.
First pitch was a strike to Laws. Time called as Laws steps out of the box.
Dylan Roberts, that ball pitched way inside.
Laws having a really solid freshman season, batting .348 on the year.
Another one low and inside from Roberts. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Laws got a hold of that one, but it sailed foul. I'll take his count to an even 2-2. Roberts loads up. Sends that pitch right down the middle. Laws hits that ball out to left field. Corralled in again by A.J. Hart.
Stepping up to the plate, number 11, Mitchell Stumpo.
2 straight outs there. 2 great catches from A.J. Hart out there in left field.
So 2 outs, that'll bring up Mitchell Stumpo, batting .359 coming into today.
Stumpo hits it. And that's a great catch by second baseman Hunter Ashworth. He had to jump and get it. Nevertheless, that's 3 outs. This will take us to the bottom of the second here at the Averett Sports Network. we're back here at Owen Fulton Field. Ty Waltzer has stepped up to the plate, or to the mound to pitch for Guilford.
Guilford switching up their pitching here. Probably see a couple guys in this midweek game as first one misses low for ball one. Especially not a conference game for either team, so a chance to maybe roll a few guys out there as that one misses low and inside to Tickle. Chance to give guys a little bit of work as maybe a precursor to the weekend if you got some conference games or some big games. That one in there, so 2-1 in the count. That one misses low. 3-1 now to Tickle. That one in there for a strike. Ball fouled away. Out of play to the left side as Tickle stays alive. Walser, a left-hander, throws it in there, and Tickle fouls out on way to left side once again. Tickle batting .207 coming into today with 5 RBIs. Does have 6 hits on the year. Has a mainstay at first base, and he chops out one over to the first base side. First base coach Kenny Fleming unable to get a paw on it. So they'll do it again. Walser with the wind-up pitch in there, and this one fouled away once again. That one chopped down to first base, but will be just foul. Another one foul as Tickle stays alive, making Walser work pretty hard here in this at-bat. And another foul ball. They're going to run out of baseballs here, Eddie. Quite the battle here between the lefty versus lefty. 3-2 pitch, and this one fouled over into foul territory behind third base. And a good try there by Gerald, but unable to make the catch on the run over by the warning track. So we'll do it again. And fouled away again.
Another foul ball.
I've lost count here, Eddie. That's probably at least 8 foul balls. Tickle not going away. And that one misses low, and he's rewarded by fighting those foul balls off. Apologize for the technical difficulties here, the audio, but I think we've got them figured out. Cougars lead Guilford 1-0 after that. Tyler Featheroff, RBI double down the left field line. So Featheroff out at second base. Hello, everybody. Welcome to live coverage here on the Averett Sports Network. Apologize for some technical difficulties. Hopefully we have those resolved as the Cougars take on Guilford here at Owen Fulton Field. We are in the bottom of the third inning. And with one out, that'll bring up Chase McKinney. Pitch from Walser misses for ball one. Cougars got that one run in the bottom of the second inning on the Tyler Featheroff RBI double. As McKinney puts a charge into this one. The ball is going back to the wall, bounces on the warning track. McKinney's up to second base, and he will stop there for a one-out double. Eddie, I thought there was a chance there that ball could have got up in that wind and kept going. If you look at it, look at the flag out there in center field, just going straight out toward left field.
Just a little bit more elbow behind it, Drew, and I think it does sail over that gate.
I think if he hits it about 5 seconds later, that ball probably does get out as the gust picked up right there. So the Cougars in business here with one out. That'll bring up Hunter Ashworth. First pitch, and that one's going to be fouled away out to the right side. Ashworth, 0 for 1 today. Struck out in his first plate appearance. And he looks at a high ball right there, just above the letters. So 1-1 is the count. That one misses as well. 2-1 the count now to Ashworth. Two-one pitch, and Ashworth missed. Couldn't tell if he fouled that one off or got a piece of the catcher. As Pinkston in some pain. Looks like it was just fouled off of him. So if Ashworth would have hit him with the bat, it probably would have been catcher's interference. So the coaches and trainers taking a look at Pinkston. So far, Averett with 2 hits on the day, both doubles. Guilford yet to record a hit. Trainers taking a good look at Pinkston. Eddie, I was trying to tell what it got. Couldn't tell if it was his hand or maybe it got him in the face mask.
I think it did get a little bit of his face mask there. It appeared he was holding his head, the upper part of his head there.
Cougars trying to get a win here against Guilford and avenge a 4-0 loss to the Quakers back on February 19th down in Greensboro. They're still looking at Pinkston. We're going to take a break while they look at him. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here in the bottom of the third inning, and we will have a new catcher for the Quakers as Ryan Hill will take over behind the plate. 5'11" freshman out of Asheboro, North Carolina. Will replace Michael Pinkston, the junior, who was injured, shaken up on that last pitch. So 2-2 the count here to Ashworth here with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Runner at second base for the Cougars. Walser with the pitch, and that one's going to be hit out to shortstop. Corralled and thrown over by Shepard. Ball gets away. And
able to get to second base there, Drew.
Yep, Ashworth gets down to second. McKinney gets over to third, so Cougars have 2 runners in scoring position for A.J. Hart, their top hitter.
A.J. Hart.
Hart takes the ball in the dirt. Hart 0 for 1 today. Wind still gusting, going out to left center field. 1-0 pitch is a fastball chopped back to Walser. He's going to come home with it. Bad throw, and that gets by the catcher. And that'll score 2 runs. So Walser went for the play at home there, Eddie, and just off-balance throw, just couldn't make it. And because new catcher Hill just came into the game, didn't really have a chance. And the Cougars score 2 runs.
Bradley Tickle will step up to the plate here. Got Hart on first. First pitch is a strike. Foul ball there from Tickle.
Everything after this is on their end. It should have been out.
Did y'all rule that one over the first base? It got by.
Yeah, she got that error, so stay for you to put another error.
Tickle gets a hold of that one, sends it back over third base. Gerald able to get a hold of it. 4 and out. So we're going to have Matt Tuggle up to hit for Averett.
Now batting for Averett, number 31, Matt Tuggle.
Tuggle will see if he can keep the inning going. Cougars just scored 2 runs off a pair of errors. Tuggle check swing, and they say he went around for strike 1. Hart takes off. The ball hit to the shortstop. Shepard dives, makes a play, and throws over to first base for the out. So Guilford gets out of the jam, but not before the Cougars add 2 more runs. They lead Guilford 3-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here for the top of the fourth inning. Cougars lead Guilford 3-0 here on a beautiful day of baseball at Owen Fulton Field. And Guilford back to the top of their lineup as Josh Shepard will step in.
Leading off for the Quakers, number 10, Josh Shepard.
Shepard 0 for 1. And the curveball gets in there for Roberts. Had a good quality start so far, Eddie. One of his best outings so far this season. 0-1 pitch, and that one unable to find the zone, so it'll even the count. Roberts entered this game with 4 appearances, including 1 start. Has pitched 6 2/3 innings with a 6.75 ERA, so definitely lowering that so far today. Roberts looks in and pitch in there for strike 2. Featheroff sets up outside, pitch on the way, and just misses low. Two and two is the count to Shepard. He'll call time. Guilford still looking for its first hit of the game. Roberts looks in. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one just misses low again. Much to the dismay of Cougar Nation here at Owen Fulton Field. So full count now to Shepard. That ball hit through the left side. And Shepard gets the first hit of the day for the Quakers. So with 1 on and nobody out, that'll bring up Rocco Wilcox.
Quakers, number 20, Rocco Wilcox.
And quick throw down to first base. Featheroff. Good throw, but not in time as Shepard able to get back. That ball missed, so it was a ball. 1-0 pitch, and that one way outside. Looked like Roberts just lost the handle on it. Two and 0 is the count. That one in the dirt. Good job by Featheroff to block it, but the Shepard heads down to second base. Featheroff couldn't find it right away, and good jump there by Shepard to get down to second base, take advantage. So 3 balls. And that one misses low and inside as well. And that'll be a walk. So 2 aboard here for Trevor Denton.
Now batting, second baseman, Trevor Denton.
Trevor Denton up to hit now. 0 outs. He's got runners on second and first. It's Dylan Roberts. Step off the mound. Back up here. Swing and a miss there from Denton. And that'll be a strike.
Denton came into this game batting .333 with team high 14 RBIs. Actually has a chance here to add to that total with a runner in scoring position and 2 on.
We have Roberts checking second base there. Another swing and a miss there.
Ball fouled back to the backstop.
No balls, 2 strikes for Denton. Featheroff lines up outside. That pitch was high.
Wild pitch by Roberts.
That will advance Shepard and Wilcox to third and second, respectively.
So the runners move up, and both are in scoring position for the Quakers. Another gust of wind. Do have some action going on down in the Averett bullpen. We'll let you know who that is. 1-2 the count to Denton. He'll call time.
And that's going to be Denton. That ball was hit foul as it hung just outside.
The Cougars got lucky there. The wind pushed that one foul because that one had the distance to get out of here. And just hung to the left side of the foul pole down the left field line. That could have been game-changing there, Eddie. That would have tied things up. Roberts definitely won't throw that same spot this time.
He will make the necessary adjustments and try and get Denton off of the plate. And he does for the first out.
Good job by the Cougars there to go to the outside corner. Had Denton fooled, and he swung and missed at that one for the first down. So Cougars still not out of trouble here with the Mets up to the plate. Only 1 out, and still the runners both in scoring position.
Pitch was low and outside from Roberts. Roberts, another ball.
That one not a bad pitch, though. Just missed the zone. I'm told that's Alex Anstead warming up in the bullpen for the Cougars. Should Roberts get into more trouble here. 2-0 the count.
Another outside pitch.
Another great job by Featheroff to block that one. That could have been trouble, Eddie, as it was in the dirt, skipped to the plate, and able to stay in front of it.
3 balls and 0 strikes.
Easy to hit because he might have the green light here with a 3-0 count. But walking him also loads the bases. And they will stay away from him, so that'll walk will load things up here for Laws.
Coming to the plate for the Quakers, the DH, Stuart Laws.
Laws, the freshman from Concord, North Carolina. And we will have time called as Coach Ed Fulton makes his way out to the mound. We'll see if we have a pitching change here. We'll stay with it for the time being to see if Cougars make a pitching change or if it's just a quick conversation. Coach Ed Fulton in his 21st season here with the Cougars. Been a part of the program through its entirety, was an assistant coach during the first year of the program as a varsity sport, and then became the head coach after Tommy Foster was the original head coach for that first inaugural season of Averett baseball back in 1996, I believe. Long talk here for Fulton, along with his pitcher Roberts and catcher Featheroff. And his quarter infield also in there as well. Looks like they're going to stick with Roberts.
Maybe some strategy of how to get out of this bases loaded situation that they're in. With Stuart Laws up to bat.
If they can get Laws to ground into something, they could start a double play to end the inning and get out of trouble here. If you can keep it on the ground, you definitely don't want to get it too high because that wind is really gusting out to dead center field right now. And that one's fouled away by Laws.
There's another foul ball there from Stuart Laws. And Drew, as you said, that's what they wanted. That was a ground ball there. Just went foul.
Just keep it low. Hopefully he chops it away, but able to get 2 strikes on him. So now you can have a little bit of leeway as far as what you want to do. You still don't want to leave that ball up high where you can get underneath it for a sacrifice fly. Still want to keep it low. That ball straight back to us here in the net. Did you flinch, Eddie?
I did. Looked almost 3D there. But I have to remember I have the net and the glass here protecting me.
So 0-2 the count here to Law still. As Cougars trying to figure out a way to get out of this inning. Roberts will step off. Bases loaded here in the top of the 4th inning. Cougars holding a 3-0 lead. That one misses high for ball 1. One-two pitch, and that one hit out to shallow center field. I don't know if that's going to be deep enough. That ball sailed, so they will try to. Oh, no, they will not try to tag up. Good job by Dallas Smithers to get that ball in quickly and save a run. So the Cougars get the fly out to center field for out number 2.
This will be Mitchell Stumpo up to bat here for Guilford. Again, bases loaded still.
Quakers, number 11.
2 outs.
So Stumpo, the last chance here to keep things going. The Quakers want to cut into this lead. Time called. Stumpo 0 for 1 on the day so far. He's batting .359 coming into today. Wind now really gusting towards left field. As the breaking ball hits the inside corner for strike one.
Zero balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here for Mitchell Stumpo. Bases are loaded. That ball is hit deep left field.
Ooh, almost had trouble with it was A.J. Hart, but able to hang on in that crazy wind that's been swirling around in the outfield. And the Cougars had the bases loaded on them with nobody out, and they're able to get out of the jam. That's a good job there by Averett, and they'll hold on to that 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. When we come back, we also have a new pitcher on the mound, I believe, and we'll let you know who it is when we come back. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cougars lead Guilford 3-0. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Quakers. It's number 5, Logan Jones, who has come on to pitch. He's the 3rd pitcher on the day for the Quakers. Jones' 7th appearance of the season. He's got a 2-0 record in 13 innings. And the first person facing him will be Tyler Featheroff. Featheroff with the RBI double back in the 2nd inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the outside corner from Jones. Right-hander out of Zebulon, North Carolina, and he hits the strike zone again. 0-2 the count to Featheroff. That one just missed outside, so 1-2 the count. And swung on and missed, but dropped 3rd strike, and they'll throw it down to first base. Don't forget to put the KS and then the 2-3.
This will be Zach DiCarlo stepping up to the plate here for the Cougars. It's a nice curveball there for strike 1.
DiCarlo making His second appearance, second start of the season. Takes another strike, so 0-2 the count.
2 straight strikes, Drew. Good precision pitching here from Logan Jones.
And he's going to
There's
get caught
another
looking for strike 3. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Hunter Laprelle, the shortstop.
Now batting for the Cougars, shortstop Hunter Laprelle.
Laprelle takes strike 1. Come into the game, Laprelle is batting .500 in 3 games. Had 2 at-bats with 1 hit, 1 run scored. Also drew a walk.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here for Hunter Laprelle.
That high fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. And that breaking ball just missed low and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Laprelle steps back up to the plate.
Another fastball misses low and outside, so full count here to Laprelle. If he could get on and keep this inning live, the Cougars would get back to the top of the lineup. And a curveball catches the outside corner, and Laprelle goes down looking for the 3rd out. So the Cougars go quietly here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll go to the 5th when we come back. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Averett leads Guilford 3-0 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Dylan Roberts back out to start the top of the 5th inning for the Cougars. And leading things off for the Quakers will be number 23, Logan Washley. Washley, the right fielder, steps in. First pitch from Roberts hits him right square in the back, and he'll reach on the hit by pitch. So not a good start to the top of the 5th for the Cougars, but for Guilford, that puts a runner on, and that'll bring up Sam Gerald, third baseman. Well, actually, a good lead over at first base. Roberts gives him a look, but he'll deliver to the plate, and a ball chopped out to the shortstop. Good play by Laprelle to go to second. They're over to first base for the 6-4-3 double play. And a great job by Laprelle to get to that ball and turn it on the off-balance throw. So the Cougars go from trouble to 2 outs here.
And, Drew, that was excellence in communication there.
Definitely was able to. Everybody was in the right spot at the right time. So that'll bring up Ryan Hill, who took over as the catcher earlier in the game for the injured Michael Pinkston. And so this is his first at bat of the day, and he'll take ball one. One 0 pitch in the dirt. So 2-0 the count to Hill. That one swung on and missed. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball chopped down the third baseline. Will go all the way down to the bullpen, but it was foul. Guilford, only 1 hit so far today. That was a single through the left side. 2-2 count. And that one hit out of play to the right side.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs is what Ryan Hill has to work with. That ball hit the second base. Over to first baseman Bradley Tickle for 3 outs.
Good play by Ashworth to catch that one on a tough bounce for the third out. So we will go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. You're watching the Averett Sports Network as the Cougars lead Guilford 3-0. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Cougars lead Guilford 3-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the Cougars at the top of their lineup with Dallas Smithers leading things off. Logan Jones still on the mound for the Quakers. And I'm now joined by Lindsey Fulcher here on the broadcast. And first pitch into Smithers hits the inside corner for strike 1. Lindsay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Drew. Excited to be out here for some baseball.
And that ball dribbled down the first baseline. Jones will take it himself and will tag Smithers for the first out. So with 1 away, that'll bring up Chase McKinney. McKinney having a good day so far. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Also scored one of the runs earlier in the game. And McKinney will look at strike 1 as the breaking ball hits the outside corner. McKinney, the freshman out of Sandston, Virginia. And another strike called. 0-2 pitch on the way, and this one, McKinney reaches out to get it, and it's going to be trouble out in right center field, but the right fielder, Washley, able to range and make the catch for out number 2. Lindsay, we've seen some really crazy wind out in the outfield, causing some havoc for some of the outfielders. They've done a good job today for both sides, able to get to the ball. So with 2 away, that'll bring up Hunter Ashworth. That one misses outside. So pitch on the way to Ashworth. Little chopper down to third base. High throw by Gerald, but able to get it over there, and Metz makes a good catch for the third out. So Cougars go 1-2-3. We'll go to the top of the 6th when we come back. But Averett still leads Guilford 3-0. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here for the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Cougars. It's number 6, Alex Anstead. Freshman makes his first appearance of the day.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 10, Josh Shepard.
Josh Shepard up to bat for Guilford. Anstead's first pitch, low and inside for ball 1. That pitch is hit right past the pitcher, excuse me.
And the batter's called safe as first baseman had to come off the bag in order to get that ball.
So there is a runner on first for Rocco Wilcox. As Featheroff tries to throw Shepard out from behind home plate. Doesn't get him. As Anstead will Throw another low pitch. That one outside. That pitch from Alex Enstead is low and inside, as he is working the low corners of the strike zone. 2-0 count, runner on first. That was actually the fourth ball. Excuse me. That will walk Rocco Wilcox to first base and send Josh Shepard to second base and bring Trevor Denton to home plate. On the top of the sixth, your score is still 3-0 Averett out in front.
Now, Eddie, Anstead is a young player, and he's coming in at a crucial time as Guilford has 2 on. Seems assistant coach Jordan Quinn is going to see if he can talk the nerves out of him. The mindset to win really has to be contagious here.
As we're going to have Denton step back up to the plate here. Instead back on the mound, and again, no outs, no balls, no strikes, but there is a runner on second and first. That'll be a strike from Anstead. Anstead looking to keep the Cougars out of danger. Another low outside pitch.
And you see Guilford's Shepard ready to steal, taking big leads out there at second.
As that pitch almost hits Denton, just barely misses him. There's a swing and a miss there from Trevor Denton. Good pitch from Alex Anstead. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And another swing and a miss will send Denton back to the dugout for the first out. This will bring out Joe Metz for Guilford.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 25, Joe Metz.
Swing and a miss there from Joe Metz on the outside pitch from Anstead.
Good movement from the freshman pitcher.
And that pitch way outside. Good way to corral it by Featheroff. Another pitch way outside. Feather off. Good reactions.
And that's a strike for Anstead. Your count 2-2 with 1 out.
Got Shepard on second and Wilcox on first for Guilford.
Joe Metz trying to get them home.
And that will be another strike. 2 outs now as he's sending Joe Metz off the plate. Now we'll bring up Mitchell Stumpo.
Step to the plate. Number 31, Stuart Law.
Or Stuart Laws, excuse me.
Laws is the designated hitter with 2 on. That could be dangerous for the Cougars.
That pitch just outside for the first ball. A deep inside pitch to bring up the second ball for Laws has a runner on second and first. 2 outs and 2 balls. Another pitch outside. Brings up ball number 3 for Anstead. And that will walk Stuart Laws. Bases are loaded now. 2 outs.
Now batting, number 11, Mitchell Stumpo.
Mitchell Stumpo will step up to the plate here. Looking to bring some runners in.
And with 2 outs, Eddie, it's freedom to run. They will be. So, number 11 just looking to hit.
And we're going to take a quick break here as Coach Ed Fulton will step to the mound and looks like he'll bring on a new pitcher. We're going to take a quick break here at the Averett Sports Network. Welcome back here to Owen Fulton Field. 3-0 is the score. Averett out in front. And the top of the sixth. There's a pitch runner here for Guilford. And Zach Harris on first base. There's also a pitching change. And James Colbreth for Averett. And a swing and a miss there from Stumpo. Bases loaded. Strike number 1. 2 outs.
Colbreth just looking to get the Cougars out of this inning.
Another strike from Colbreth. Trying to get Stumpo to swing an outside pitch. Does not. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Another ball there.
Your count now 2-2 with 2 outs. Runners on all bases. Bases loaded.
And a foul ball there from Stumpo.
As it just catches the tip of the bat.
And a high pitch will give us a full count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. As Colbreth sends the pitch in, and it is a strike. Strike number 3 avoids the danger for Averett. Score is still 3-0, headed to the bottom of the 6th. And you're watching the Averett Sports Network.
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Cougars lead Guilford 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Quakers. It's number 16, Brody Holloman. freshman out of Brown Summit, North Carolina. And first pitch from Holloman in there for strike one as A.J. Hart leads things off for the Cougars. Hart grounds that one out to shortstop. Long throw to first base, but in time to get Hart for the first out. That'll bring up Bradley Tickle, the first baseman, here with one out. I'd like to thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network for live coverage of Averett baseball. First pitch to Tickle, low for ball one. I'd like to give a special shout out to TJ Viricola, who's listening. Former baseball player for the Cougars. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one across for strike one. Tickle hits that one back up the middle and will be a single into center field off the tip of Holloman, the pitcher's glove, and kept going. So Tickle reaches here with one out, and that'll bring up Tuggle, the DH for the Cougars today. And Lindsay, of course, the Cougars would love to add maybe a run or two here. Just keep extending that lead. As that one misses, or actually in there for strike one. Quick throw to first, nowhere near the first baseman, Metz, and Tickle will scamper down to second base on the failed pickoff attempt. So the Cougars have a runner down at second base with Tuggle at the plate here and one out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-run lead for Averett. And while we have a meeting on the mound for the Quakers, that'll break up, and Holloman will try to compose himself after that failed pickoff attempt. That ball in the dirt. That ball just missed the outside corner, leaving the count at 1-1. Correction, 2-1 is the count. That ball hit deep into left center field. Not far enough, though, and the left fielder will get it in the gap for out number 2. Tickle unable to advance. So 2 outs, that'll bring up Featheroff.
Coming to the plate, number 24, Tyler Featheroff.
And Lindsay Featheroff able to get things going here for the Cougars. Back in the first inning, back in the second inning, had the RBI double to bring home the first run. See if he can maybe find a 2-out hit here, add another run for the Cougars. That one misses high. Fastball in there for strike one. If Featheroff could reach, that would bring up DeCarlo, then Laprelle, and then back to the top of the lineup for the Cougars. 1-1 pitch on the way and swung on and missed. That one in the dirt. Featheroff chased it for strike two. Bottom of the sixth inning here, 1-2 count to Featheroff. And time is called.
Featheroff looking to switch places with Tickle, who's on second. Really need to step in the box and be vivacious.
And that one fouled away just by a little bit, so Featheroff able to stay alive. One-two pitch and hits the outside corner as Featheroff caught looking for strike three. And that'll end things for the Cougars here in the bottom of the sixth inning. But they still lead Guilford 3-0. We'll be back for the seventh inning when we come back on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here for the top of the seventh inning. I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Lindsey Folger, and we have a new person on the mound.
Sawyer Smith is now on the mound, number 29. Smith has been starting at shortstop, but looking to pitch for the Cougars today.
Yeah, Smith making his second appearance of the year on the mound. Pitched one inning earlier this year. Gave up one run. And first pitch fouled away. by Washley, who leads off the inning for the Quakers. Averett leads 3-0 over Guilford here in the top of the 7th. That ball stroked out to center field, and that'll drop in shallow center for Guilford's second hit of the day. So that'll bring up Sam Gerald, the third baseman.
Stepping up for the Quakers, number 8, Sam Gerald.
Gerald all the way from California. He gets that one to third base. McKinney goes to second, gets one, and they're just going to stick with that. So it'll be a fielder's choice on the play, and they'll get the lead runner. So with one out, that'll bring up Ryan Hill.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 2, Ryan Hill.
Smith with a fastball, gets by Hill. Oh, 1 the count. That ball way inside. Good throw down to first base, but not in time. If you have enjoyed Lindsay and Eddie on the broadcast today, they are part of the practicum class that I teach for athletics communications. So they're getting some airtime today. Lindsay, what do you think? How's it been going so far?
Well, Drew, being that I'm an aspiring sports broadcaster, this is definitely right up my alley to be able to be alongside you and learn not only baseball but other sports as well. It's really been quite the honor to get to try out everything that's behind the scenes.
And that'll be strike 3 is Ryan Hill caught looking for out number 2. So Josh Shepard will step in here with 2 outs and a runner aboard. It's a good opportunity for students to get hands-on experience. Not only, you get the experience in the classroom setting, but also in the field, if this is something you want to go into. So hopefully it's beneficial to everybody who's taken part. One of the many cool classes that Averett offers. Allen in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, misses inside.
Smith really watching that runner on first base.
Ball hit the shortstop. McKinney will take the easy route to second base for the force out, and that'll end things for the Quakers here in the top of the 7th inning. It's the 7th inning stretch. We'll be right back here with the Cougars at bat. You're watching the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network. Averett leads Guilford 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Favorite, number 10, Zach DiCarlo.
Zach DiCarlo will lead things off for the Cougars. I'm Drew Wilson, joined by Lindsey Fulcher here on the Averett Sports Network as DiCarlo swings and misses at strike one. Swung on a miss for strike two. And DiCarlo lays off the high heat. New pitcher on the mound for the Quakers to start this inning is number 3, Dylan Tuttle. And he'll get DiCarlo to go down swinging. Tough day for DiCarlo. That's his 3rd strikeout. So with one out, that'll bring up Hunter Laprelle. Got the start at shortstop today.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 17, Hunter LaPrell.
Pitch on the way from Tuttle. Misses outside. Laprelle drops down a nice bunt down the third baseline. Tuttle fields it and throws over to first base just in time to get Laprelle for out number 2. So the 1-3 put out will bring up the top of the lineup for the Cougars, starting with Dallas Smithers.
Smithers in his 2nd year here at Averett.
Number 2, Dallas Smithers.
The junior transferred in for his sophomore season after attending UVA Wise as a freshman. But he's a local product out of Ringgold, Virginia, just outside of Danville. Went to Dan River High School. He'll foul that one off. The 1-1 is the count. One of a couple local products on this Cougars team. Hunter Ashworth, also a Danville native. Went to Tunstall. That one misses for ball 2. Back during my high school years, Tunstall and Dan River were very big rivalry between those two schools. That ball hit out to shallow right field, but the first baseman, Metz, able to range out there and catch it in traffic for the 3rd out. So Averett holding on to that 3-0 lead. We'll go to the top of the 8th when we come back. You're listening and watching the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here for the start of the 8th inning. Sawyer Smith still on the mound for the Cougars. And first pitch in the dirt as Rocco Wilcox is at the plate for the Quakers.
Now batting for the Quakers, number 20, Rocco Wilcox.
Averett up 3-0 here on Quakers, trying to hold on, get a little clap back for that 4-0 loss in Greensboro. And that one hits the outside corner. A good pitch by Smith. Smith doesn't have a fierce fastball, but he gets the job done. And swung on and missed for strike 2.
And that's a fabulous pitch from Smith.
1-2 the count. Smith, the right-hander, comes to the plate, and that one misses low and inside. 2-2 the count. And that one just missed. Looked really good from our angle, but it was just a tad bit high, looks like. So full count. Payoff pitch and hits the outside corner for strike 3. So Sawyer Smith dealing here for the Cougars. And that'll bring up Trevor Denton.
Coming to the plate for the Quakers, number 22, Trevor Denton.
Smith looking for his pitching to be infectious as he goes into this next batter.
And the looping curveball misses high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch, and another looping breaking ball misses high. So 2-0 pitch, and fastball misses low. So Denton, see if the green light is on from Coach Nick Black, or if he's taken all the way here with a 3-0 count. And fastball right down Main Street. And he hits the 3-1 pitch out to center field. And good play by Dallas Smithers for out number 2. So that'll bring up Metz here with 2 outs.
Now batting for Guilford, number 25, Joe Metz.
One 1-0 pitch. Way outside. So 2-0 the count. That ball hit out to right field down the line. And unfortunately, DiCarlo not able to make a play on it as it drops in for a double down the right field line. So with remarkable acumen, Guilford has a runner in scoring position. Here with 2 outs. So we have a new batter. That'll be number 35, Andrew Brand, who will take over in the DH spot. Stuart Laws was previously the DH and then got pitch ran for. So we will have a mound visit by Coach Ed Fulton. We'll see if we have a pitching change as well. It looks like we will. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars is Matt Tuggle. So Tuggle has been the DH this game, so that kills the DH. And Tuggle becomes the pitcher. Here with 2 outs. Runner on second base. This game moving along here, 2 hours and 8 minutes so far. That pitch in the dirt. Throw out to second base, but the runner back in time. Tell you, Lindsay, the sun's starting to set here. It gets pretty dark quickly once that starts to happen. Be nice if you had like a luminescent ball or something to play with here.
Yeah, I wonder how the Cougars and Guilford both tolerate how cold it gets so suddenly.
And that one misses high, so 2 balls. As Tuggle unable to penetrate the strike zone there. Two-0 the count. That ball misses high, so 3-0 is the count. We'll see if Tuggle can kiss the outside corner with this pitch. And he does. In the inside corner for strike 1. A 3-1. Pitch on the way and swung on a miss for strike 2. So Tuggle with some good precision there to get back into this one. And fights back in 3-2 count. payoff pitch on the way from Tuggle, and that one just missed outside. Featheroff tried to frame it, but unable to do so. And that'll be a 2-out walk. So 2 on, 2 out. And bring up Mitchell Stumpo. First pitch low and inside. Stumpo 0 for 3 today with 1 strikeout. And that one, good fastball on the outside corner. They even the count. And that pitch hits the outside corner, strike 2. And Tuggle fighting to end this inning before they get any more trouble. One-two pitch in the dirt. That evens the count. Pitch out, hit out to second base. Hunter Ashworth fields it, throws to first, and that'll be it for the Quakers here in the top of the 8th inning. Averett's lead of 3-0, holding up so far. We'll be back with the bottom of the 8th inning. We return here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Chase McKinney leading things off for the Cougars. And a couple changes for the Quakers. Now on the mound is number 11, Mitchell Stumpo, who comes in from left field. Finds the strike zone there, so that'll even the count. That ball hit out to the corner in right field. That'll drop in for a hit. McKinney will be into second base with his stand-up double. So Hunter Ashworth steps in here with a runner on second base. Also, defensive change for the Quakers, didn't finish that, was now playing in left field is Austin Wilson. Taking over for Stumpo, who's now on the mound. So the Cougars with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th, looking to add to it, get some insurance. And Ashworth shows bunt, but pulls back. Throw down to second base, not in time. Good bunt by Ashworth. Throw down to third base, and they will get the lead runner in McKinney. So fielder's choice for Ashworth. No sacrifice bunt, as he didn't get the job done. But still a runner on first base with one out, and that'll bring up A.J. Hart.
Number 8, A.J. Hart.
Ashworth on the move, but that ball fouled away by Hart. Looks like a hit and run was on by the Cougars.
If the guy was going to steal second anyway, and still the batter still gets a foul ball, does he have to go back?
Ashworth getting good lead over at first base, and this pitch misses high. 1-1 the count. Pardon my circumlocution there, Lindsay, but you know you can never have enough runs in a ball game. So Cougars doing everything they can to probably try to add to it as Ashworth takes off for second, and he's going to be out by about a step. Good throw by Hill down to second base for out number 2.
The Quakers showing a little bit of defiance, trying to keep the runners off the bases for the Cougars, as the Cougars are up 3-0 and have been for a couple innings, Drew.
So 1-2 the count. That ball in the dirt. 2-2 now to Hart. Two-two pitch. Ball hit out to left center field all the way to the fence. That's going to hit the bottom of the fence. Hart on his way to second base, and he will have a 2-out stand-up double for the Cougars. So good job by Hart. Of course, now Coach Ed Fulton kind of kicking himself for sending Ashworth just moments ago. That Ashworth probably would have scored on that play and given the Cougars a 4-0 lead. So we have The right-hander Stumpo on the mound. The left-hander Tickle at the plate. So you can guess you'd call that a righty-tighty, lefty-loosey combination here. And that ball in there for strike one. Now he misses outside. That ball swung on and missed for strike two. So Stumpo trying to get out of further trouble. That pitch swung on and missed for strike three, and that'll be the third out. So the Cougars 3 outs away from finishing off Guilford. We'll see if they can do it as we go to the top of the ninth. When we come back, you're watching the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to the Averett Sports Network as the shadows creeping across the infield here at Owen Fulton Field. We got a new right fielder for the Cougars. Adam George takes over defensively. He'll replace Zach DiCarlo. Logan Washley at the plate leading things off in the top of the ninth for Guilford, who's down to their final 3 outs here with a 3-run deficit. Matt Tuggle still on the mound for the Cougars after coming in relief last inning. Chopper over to McKinney, able to find it in the sun and throw it over to first base to Tickle for out number 1 on the 5-3 putout. So that'll bring up Sam Gerald, third baseman. 0 for 3 today. Pitch from Tuggle. And just misses the batter. Gerald able to just get out of the way. Didn't miss him by maybe an inch. So 1-0 count. Fastball misses high and outside. For Tuggle, this is his team-high 7th appearance. So 5 of his 7 appearances have been in relief. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. 2-1 the count. Tuggle leads the regular pitching core with a 3.63 ERA coming into today's game. He's pitched 17 1/3 innings prior to today's appearance. And beautiful pitch inside for strike 2. I don't want to bring superstition into it, Lindsay, but Tuggle would get the save and if he was able to hold off Guilford. And strike 3 as Gerald goes down swinging for out number 2. So that'll bring up the catcher, Hill.
Now back to the Quakers, number 2, Ryan Hill.
Hill 0 for 2 with a strikeout since coming into the game as a defensive replacement for the injured Pinkston earlier in the game. Pitch on the way and hits the outside corner for strike 1. Averett trying to end this 9-game skid they've been on after winning their season opener against Washington and Lee. And we're 1 out away from doing so. Pitch from Tuggle across the plate for strike 2. Nice pitch right at about belt high. Oh, 2 pitch on the way from Tuggle. Now one in the dirt for ball 1. One, 2 is the count, and the ball chopped back to Tuggle. He'll get it off one hop, throw over to first, and that's the third out, and the Cougars have won. They beat Guilford 3-0 here at Owen Fulton Field for their second win of the season. So all-around good game for the Cougars, Lindsay. As the Cougars, a little celebration as Blur's song number 2 playing over the speakers here. For the Cougars, Dylan Roberts will pick up the win, his first win of the season. Matt Tuggle will get the save, his first of the season, and the Cougars will improve to 2-9 overall here on this season. I'd like to thank you for watching the Averett Sports Network's coverage of today's game. Hope that you will join us this weekend for some softball. That's what we'll be broadcasting here on the Averett Sports Network. Until then, you can check out all the latest stats on the Averett website, averettcougars.com. For everybody here in the press box, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Cougars win 3-0 over Guilford.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.